Here's the cold, hard truth. You've got 3 seconds. That's how long it takes for your viewer to decide whether to stick around or keep on scrolling. And if you haven't hooked them in the first 30 seconds, your video may as well not have even been made. Yep, it's a pretty disappointing and brutal fact of being on this platform, or really any video platform, that if you don't nail your hook, you're toast. It doesn't matter how good your video is. So in this video, I'm gonna break down the exact steps you need to nail those first 30 seconds of your video so you can hook your viewer and keep them watching till the end. Welcome to Camera Confident. If you're new here, hey, I'm Shirley, Camera Confidence, video and visibility coach for entrepreneurs, and I am here to talk to you all about how to make the first 30 seconds of your video amazing. First, let's just talk about one quick thing that is probably the most important thing to consider when we are talking about how to get attention in 2025 and beyond. That is viewer psychology. It's actually an understatement to say that we live in a fast-paced digital world. Attention spans have never been shorter. People have never had more options of what to watch, and they can watch whatever they want, whenever they want, on whatever platform they want. So why should they watch you? Well, first we have to understand why they don't want to watch things. And that is because if their brain doesn't tell them right away that this is valuable, entertaining, interesting, maybe controversial, any of those aspects that pique their curiosity, if they don't get a signal in the first few seconds of watching you that that's what they're going to get with your content, their brain has this alarm that signals and says, next. They're out, they're gone. And look, I know it's unfair. I experienced this too, and I'm not here to tell you I have nailed the art of the 30-second hook, but I like to think that my videos are pretty engaging after 20 years in television, learning how to script things for these quick 2-minute news stories where the viewers really want to check out what you're talking about. You've got to get them interested. You've got to give them the context. You've got to tell them why they should care. And you've got to tell them why this is the top story of the day, all in a very short period of time. So we don't have time to waste. This is why I have learned over the years how to carefully script my videos up here in my head, because a lot of the time I was going live and I didn't have a script to follow. And if you're wondering about scripting, by the way, you should check out this video because I argue why you shouldn't tightly script your videos. So I know a thing or two about capturing attention and keeping attention. And let me tell you, it's not all the things that you think. So I'm gonna break down a few things about the psychology aspect before I jump into the playbook for how I suggest you tackle those first 30 seconds. And no, starting with, hi, my name is Shirley, welcome to my channel, doesn't work anymore. Definitely not in 2025. You've got to punch through the noise. So please stop doing that right now, today. Now, I want you to think about your ideal viewer. Who is the person or people who come to your channel and watch your stuff? Chances are they are looking for the same things that most viewers are looking for, no matter what your niche and what you're talking about. Here are a couple of those things. Firstly, you want to spark curiosity. That is the number one. You want to make people curious. What is this video about? Ooh, I want to know more about that. But curiosity can be an umbrella term for a lot of different things. So let's break down further what curiosity could look like. So firstly, a lot of people are coming to videos because they have a problem that they want to solve. The problem could be something as big as I want to lose weight, or I want to learn how to be more confident on camera. Or it could be something really small, like I want to learn this technique for putting on eyeshadow, or I want to be able to get my dog to come back after I throw a ball. I don't know about you, but mine never gives it back. Some people have just had a really crappy day and they're coming to your videos because they want to be entertained, because they want to laugh. Maybe it's been really serious and they're just coming to you because they know that you'll crack them up in the first 30 seconds. Sometimes you want to appeal to people's egos. Maybe they are looking to be complimented or looking to feel better about themselves. And if you can do that in the first 30 seconds, that's pretty cool. And sometimes, and this one can be controversial, you want to almost piss people off. You want to put forward a controversial opinion. You want to say something that goes against popular belief or whatever everybody else is saying. So these are a few different ways, by all means not the only ways, that you can spark that curiosity in your ideal viewer in those first 30 seconds. So sparking that curiosity is number one. That's the biggest thing. And the next thing is probably going to be surprising to you, but if you don't nail this, you're really not going to hook your viewers in those first 30 seconds. And that is the element of suspense, knowing people are going to get a payoff if they keep watching. If you give away all your secret sauce in the first 30 seconds, you come out there and you just blast them with everything they need to know, well, thanks, peace out, I'm gone. But if you leave people wanting more, if you open what's called a curiosity gap and get people to think, okay, wait, I want to keep watching this because I want to know the thing that he or she is talking about or what they say they're going to do in this video. That is something that's going to get them to say, okay, I really need to stick around. Which leads me to the next point. If you start with a great hook and you get people interested, get people talking, you still need to give them a bit of a roadmap or a bit of a preview of what they can expect when they come to your video. Now, a big part of that is done with your title and your thumbnail before they even click on it. And by the way, if those aren't good enough, you're not even gonna get them to click on it in the first place. And believe me, I have struggled with this myself, and I'm trying to do a better job of making those thumbnails and headlines great hooks. But let's say you've gotten past that and now you're at the video stage. How are you gonna get them to keep watching and stick around? Well, if you have given them a promise at the beginning of the video, the promise of the video, what are they going to learn, see, feel, experience, now think differently about, whatever it is that your video is doing, that has to be clear in the first few seconds. So don't give me a super long preamble about who you are, what you do, like, subscribe. Like, people don't want to hear that stuff anymore. They're so used to that. And a lot of times, at least I know for me and my viewing habits, and I watch a lot of videos, I just sail right past those because I'm like, why would I give you something? Why would I do something like, subscribe, comment, if I have no idea what I'm watching, why I'm watching it, and why I should comment? What should I even say in a comment? So giving people a roadmap, in this video I will, or by the end of this video you will be able to. Like I said at the beginning of this video, in this video I'm going to show you the exact steps to nail those first 30 seconds of your video. So what are you going to say at the beginning of your video to get people excited to watch that? Now, sometimes I know videos are a little more vlog style, and maybe it's more like a day in the life of, or something that's not so tangible in terms of this like one central takeaway. That's totally okay. Just tell people that that's what they're gonna get, but make it enticing and maybe embed a surprise later in the video that you tease at the beginning so that they wanna stick around later to be able to get that payoff and whatever surprise that is. The next thing you're going to want to do is establish why you are the person to give them whatever payoff it is. Why should they watch your video to the end? I told you at the beginning, one of the reasons you should watch what I say about the first 30 seconds is because I'm a camera confidence, video, and visibility coach. I'm literally about making videos and helping entrepreneurs grow with video. So I'm someone who knows a thing or two about how to create a compelling video, how to speak confidently on camera, how to nail those first 30 seconds. If I just come on here and said, I'm a mama too, and I'm gonna tell you how to nail the first 30 seconds of your video, not sure that would have cut it the same way. By the way, I am a mom of two, but that's not all I am. So make sure that you embed a bit of that credibility and authority at the beginning of your video. That could be something like saying what you do. Are you an expert in something? Or maybe you've made 200 YouTube videos and you know a thing or two about how to structure them. Maybe you got to a certain level in a game or an activity or some kind of challenge, and you're here to teach people how they can do the same. Whatever it is, make sure they know why you are the person they should watch. If you watch enough YouTube videos about how to make good YouTube videos, you've probably heard a lot of this before, but one thing that people don't talk about enough, has nothing to do with what you actually say. It's about the energy that you show up with. The moment you start your video, you want to come out there with an energy that hooks the viewer. It's not just about what you say, it's about your body language. Are you slouched back in your chair? Are you speaking low? Are you expecting people to get excited that you are going to solve world peace in this video? But like seriously, like if you don't say it with gusto, and I don't mean like over animated, I mean, how can you punch it up a few notches, roll your shoulders back, don't speak loudly necessarily, but project your voice, speak from your diaphragm, and really show people that you're excited to give them this solution or teach them this thing or offer this value or entertain them or whatever it is. Because if you don't show up with that energy, with that enthusiasm, how can you expect people to be excited to stick around? Okay, we've talked about the elements of a great hook. Now I want to talk about a few things that you better not do if you want to get this right. The first is long-winded intros. Look, I get it. Maybe you nailed the first line, you're super proud of yourself, you start talking, and then you just ramble, and it takes you like 30 seconds to get through the very beginning of the video. And you haven't even gotten to the, like, what's the point? What am I gonna get? How am I, like, why should I stick around? Now, I say in my videos, I don't recommend tightly scripting anything except your hook and your extra. Your extra is the end of your video. It's the video that you point to at the end. Your intro, your hook, should be scripted. And that is because that will prevent you from rambling, from going off topic. It'll make sure that you use those words that you know you need to use, both to hook your viewer, but also so that the YouTube algorithm knows that this is a video that will deliver on a certain promise, and therefore it can categorize it and push it out to more of the right people. The second mistake that I recommend you avoid is talking about yourself too much. People would love to hear who you are and what you do and how you're going to help them, but that's it. We don't need to hear your life story. We don't need to hear you wax on about yourself. Like, make it about the person watching. It's not about you. Now, there are some exceptions to that. Obviously, if the video is about a story that you're telling about yourself, or the whole point of the video is something you did or you're going to talk about and it's very focused on you, then yes, but you still want to say it in such a way that the viewer understands what they're going to get out of it. And so a big way that you do that is by exactly what I'm doing right now, speaking to a person through the camera like it's one person. So using the second person, you. I'm not talking about people, what people do. I'm talking about what you do. Because then it forms more of a connection with the viewer, and connection is a huge part of what gets people into a video and gets people to stick around in a video. Okay, I want to give you a tip that you can try right away that will help you put this all into action. The next video you either have planned or will plan. I want you to try to write 3 different hooks for this video. So you can use ChatGPT if you want, or vidIQ, or any of those AI tools that we've all learned to love because they speed up our process. I highly recommend them. I use them myself. Script in those platforms 3 different ways of starting the same video. And then it's all about the delivery, right? You can get the best script, you can have the best advice on how to start, but go ahead and record those 3 intros and then play them back. Watch them back yourself. Better yet, get someone you know, a friend, a family member, anyone you can trust that really gives you honest feedback, and get them to watch the 3 of them and then see which one resonated with them the most. And don't tell them which one you like the best, but really just get a sense of, okay, what am I doing in this one that makes it stand out compared to the other ones? And so by doing that, by A/B testing different intros before you even put your videos out there, you're going to start to identify the things that you can do to make your intros better. This is totally a trial and error process. There's no perfect formula for this other than just the main things that I've said, which is sparking curiosity, making sure people have a roadmap. What is it that they're gonna get? What's the payoff? What's gonna be delivered by the end of the video? And then of course you do want to establish why you were the person to tell them this, teach them this, entertain them, or whatever it is. So hopefully these tips have helped you think about how you can do better in the first 30 seconds of your video. Remember, this is the part of your video you want to spend the most time on, the most time scripting, the most time editing if you do edit your videos, and the most time critiquing, so you can really nail the beginning of your videos and keep people coming back to your channel to watch more. Now I know making these videos can be hard enough, even for people who have been on camera for many years, like myself. But if you're an introvert and you're not used to speaking on camera, it can be even harder. That's why I recommend you check out this video where I dive deep into camera confidence tips for introverts.